it has impacted her family, how it has impacted her wellness. Obviously, she's not going to walk away from that money unless she was like anybody smart, right? Because you know that she is extremely successful. She's not going to walk away from that without having her things lined up. And you're going to hear how it has become a road that is simplistic to replicate, how it is something that you too can achieve success doing. I'm waiting for Amber to come here. She should be here any moment. She is an amazing lady, mom of girls, and has had just a wonderful journey of going through, the challenges that life brings you. All right, I'm looking for, I don't see her. There she is. I see her little picture popped up there. And Amber, I'm going to invite you on. Say hey to me, and I'm going to invite you, and I'm going to add you. So I already introduced Amber, and her story is absolutely going to blow your mind. I love working with Amber. Hey, Amber.
Happy
Time
Friday.
to catch up, girl.
Let me adjust here so I'm actually in the frame. That would be
There you
good.
are. How are you?
I'm good. We have a full house of kids here tonight, so I've told them to give me like 10 minutes. I can't promise somebody's not going to come knocking on the door, but we'll just roll with it if it does, right?
Yes, absolutely. That's what they do, because my dogs decided it was playtime. So I just got them quiet. They're like kids too. Amber, you were in a business in the as a pharmaceutical rep for many years, extremely successful. What the heck? You walked away from it.
I did. People thought I was crazy for doing that. I mean, heck, I walked away from it super scared because 13 years, right? And
Yeah.
that's a long time to be in an industry. I thought I would probably live and die there or stay until they booted me, because that industry is very volatile, right? Like you're a
Right.
number. You can be
Mm-hmm.
here today, gone tomorrow. But yeah, when I left that, I did it very scared because I had no clue what I was doing in, this world. But I just knew that I loved how I felt, and I knew that people needed to feel what I was feeling. And I knew this company was going to go somewhere with or without me. So I just decided to jump on in and see what happens. So,
Let's back up for just a second, because I'm not even really sure how Thrive found you.
That's an interesting story. So let's back up. This was 2015. So I'm coming up on my 8-year anniversary here.
Okay.
And back then, I was literally, Beth, living on every caffeine thing I could put my hands on all day long, because it was a demanding job, right? A lot of drive time, you had to be on it, because I was talking to doctors all day.
Yeah.
And I was living.
You educate them.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So the drugs, I sold drugs, legal drugs. Don't don't take that wrong. But yeah, I had to know the ins and outs of the drugs out, in the class of drugs I was selling. So
Sure.
you really had to be on your game all day long. And at that time, I had the job, the corporate thing going on, and I also had a 5-year-old. And
Oh,
5-year-olds
wow.
like to play. They like to soak up your time at the end of the day.
Huh?
And mommy was tired. Mommy had crashed out by the time mommy got home.
Okay.
Because I was on a roller coaster of the caffeine crash all day long, in this cycle of just trying to stay awake and giving my body anything to help me keep going. It was Band-Aid, right? So
Right.
just total Band-Aid.
We were covering up the problem, right?
Oh yeah,
Burn
absolutely.
candle at both ends, and hey, yeah.
You got it. So when I found it, nobody shared this with me. And I didn't know a soul that it was wearing a sticker. I just went to Google and I was like, I need some energy. Like, I typed in natural energy, because I was drinking Red Bulls nonstop. I was drinking coffee, sodas, sweet tea, anything I could put my hands on. And I know that was not serving me. Like, that was not, those were not healthy choices.
No.
So I wanted to find something more natural, something a little healthier for me. And several nutritional products came up in that search, Thrive being one of them. And I rolled my eyes. I was like, this can't keep up up with the Red Bull. Like, I would like to think it would, but let's be real, it's not going to. And I watched it for probably, I don't know, months. It was months that I kept kind of keeping my eye on it, and it kept coming back, and I kept thinking about it. And I finally was like, okay, I'm going to order it to rule it out, because I just need to stop thinking about it, right? So I ordered, it came in, and I took it all wrong.
You just flat out ordered it.
Yeah. I found a way to
and
get,
you had not ever talked to anybody.
No, I was just ready. I was ready for a change, but I was still super skeptical. Okay. And I thought, let me just get it. I'm going to rule it out so I can take it off the plate, move on, and not think about this thing anymore. Because the sticker to me was very cool. I know pharmaceuticals, right? I know absorption. I know that transdermal works. Yeah. But I was still like, these are vitamins. This is not, it's not going to give me that buzz from a Red Bull. So, yeah, I ordered it. I took it all wrong the first probably right almost week. And I was like validating myself. Like, see, I knew this was garbage. I can just like sabotager. Yeah, I can move on, not think about the sticker anymore. It doesn't work. And at that point, I connected with someone who helped me. And if you're a new thriver listening to this, work with the person that's trying to help you, because there is a system and it's easy. I was making it way more complicated. I was not following the first 30 minutes of your day and you're done. I was just picking and choosing, which products I wanted to take or thought about or, did that day. But it's simple. We wake up, you take capsules, you wait 20 to 30 minutes, you drink your shake, and then you put your DFT on. Mine's right here, so you can't really see it in my long sleeve shirt today. Very easy. Capsules, lifestyle mix, and the DFT. It's so easy. And I butchered it. So luckily, this was my kind of God whisper, God moment that somebody came in my path and said, let me help you. You've spent the money, you have the product there, like, oh, you should feel it. You should feel what this feels like. And as soon as that happened and I course corrected and took it the right way, it was almost immediate. And I was like, whoa. Whoa. My first aha was mental clarity. I was in the zone. I was just like super focused, wasn't thinking about caffeine at all. Just getting things done and not feeling overwhelmed, not feeling, scattered. I was just productive. And that brain energy is something that if people don't realize how foggy they are until they're not foggy. And then when you feel it, you're like, whoa, this is nice. So that's how I got started. And it was just one of those things that was in my face. And it's like, you're going to look at this, you're going to do it. And there's not going to be any question about this, because I just felt so good. And I started sharing it. So at the end of the day now, you're coming home to your 5-year-old. Did things change there in your interactions with her? Absolutely. Pre-Thrive, I would come home. She was 5. She was like, can we color? Can we play with Play-Doh? I mean, it was simple things. She wasn't asking me to, do crazy things. It was typical 5-year-old stuff. Right. And I constantly was saying, let's do that later. We'll do that this weekend. Like not right now. We need to get a bath, because, you come home and you're like, okay, I have to cook dinner. I have to give baths. I've got to like do the bedtime routine and all these things. And it wasn't happening. I was the parent from the couch that I hated that. And I think that's what really fueled me to try to do something different, because I wasn't being the mom that I wanted to be at all. So you started sharing about this, Amber, right? Yeah. I mean, you couldn't help it, because your whole countenance changed, if you will, right? Yep. You were focused, you were on point, didn't have all that just jumbledness inside of like, gosh, how am I going to get it all done? Am I going to keep it all straight? How can I learn everything to present it right? And you started sharing with some friends, and it just kind of caught wildfire. But you have I know, because I saw when you first came on, you have some signs back there. And you've done extremely well with Lavelle. Yeah. Never thought that would happen. For a little bit. I will talk about that. I mean, it thrilled me that it didn't cost anything. Yeah. So when I started feeling it, and I started like telling a few people about it, I was told, look, the business is free. You step into this $0. You will never pay to be part of the business. Okay. Next, like what else you got? when you have two people that thrive with you, your product's going to be free.
Right.
But if you're sharing it and people are starting to thrive with you, why would you not just click that free button, that promoter button back there that costs $0 and earn commission too? And I'm like,
Right.
yeah, why would I not do that? That's foolish not to. So I clicked it and I said, let's just see what happens. My thought was maybe I'll earn some, extra fun money or money to get my nails done or do an extra little thing for my kid. I never thought it was going to be life-changing money. Never did I think that was going to happen.
Right.
But it's like wildfire. It's people need to feel good. People want to feel good. They're looking for a way to feel good. And, friends started talking and sharing and then this team started to form. And then my sponsor, the person I was working with, she said, you want to earn your car? And I laughed. I was like, earn a car? Like that sounds like for like the tippy top people, maybe 4 people in the whole company do this, right?
Right.
And she said, no, put a date on it. And this was in May, right? I signed up in May of 2015. And she said, put a date on it. And I said, okay, let's go for my birthday. That would be cool to earn a car on my birthday. Still thinking there's no way this is going to happen. And that's in October. So I was like, okay, October 5th, that's my birthday. She said, okay, that's a good date. We'll go for that date. Do you know, Beth, that I earned my car, my auto bonus with this company on May 30th of that same month. So 24 days later or something.
Wow.
And I was like, what is happening? This is crazy. The company it's just set up to help you win. It really is set up for the promoter to help you win. And the thing is, you can do a little, you can do a lot. It gets to be your call how much time you want, how much energy you want to invest in this.
Right.
I don't tell you that. You don't tell your team, hey, you have to clock in and clock out and post this and do that. We're on our own, we're on our own schedule and our own journeys, but we have a strong leadership and a strong community that helps get to whatever goal you want to go to.
Tell me one of the very first messages that you got from your customer or from a friend that was that sealing moment that you said, I love what I'm doing with this and I can help other people feel better. That message that was that.
I think I get them all the time and they're all very similar in what they say. They're like, okay, you were right. I watched you for too long. I can't believe I'm saying this, but the sticker works. I'm doing more. I'm spending more. I'm a better mom. I'm showing up in different ways. And when I get those kind of messages back, the paychecks are great. The financial side and the company and the commissions, all of that's great. But when I get a message from somebody that's like, wow, I'm going to sleep and falling asleep and waking up before my alarm clock and I'm spending more time with my kids and they're saying, Mom, you're so fun. Those sorts of messages is what's like, yes, I'm in the right place. Yes, I'm doing the right thing.
Right. So you decided to walk away from as being a pharmaceutical rep, and you really have hit not just that car bonus, but you have gone way beyond that, and you are at the top ranks of Lavelle. You have had that really impactful income that you decided that you were going to take this on full time and walk away from that career. What made you make that decision, Amber? Because I have people asking me, how do I know
that this is home? So let's back up to May again. Do you know when I sent my resignation, when I typed out that resignation and sent that to my boss? July 4th. 2 months later.
What?
2 months later. And I did it. I'm telling you, when I say I did it very scared and very uncertain, because that was a stable income, right? That was 13 years under my belt of working in that industry and having a solid every 2 weeks. I knew what I was getting paid, right? Like I had benefits and I had all these things. Right. So to say I'm going to take this down and I'm going to step into the unknown, that was very scary. And in that email, I said, I may regret this and I may be coming back to you at some point begging for my job back. but I did it scared, but I did it with a heart that I knew that I was gonna go change lives.
Right.
In pharma, I sold insulin. So insulin is life-saving. If you need insulin, you have to have it if you're insulin dependent. So I knew the work I was doing there was life-changing, but I never got to see it. I never got to see the other side, or the patient saying, I have a quality of life because, the drug that you're representing. Here, I'm working one-on-one with people every day, and I get to hear that feedback. So knowing that was the direction I was stepping in was, to me, what made it like, this is the right choice. And I knew in my gut that, again, this company is going to go somewhere with or without me.
Right.
Am I going to be brave and step into this role of a leader that I didn't know how to lead, in this industry? I'm going to figure it out. I have a heart and a passion and a, desire to help people feel better and live more and dream bigger. And I get to work with customers who are doing it on the physical side. And then ultimately they come over to the business side, and I get to help them on the financial part and the dream bigger and the part of it that it gets to be fun over here on the business side, because people just come into this community and have support and have people all around them. And, you and I, let's talk about this. Like, you and I, we are with Lavelle, but we're not in the same lineage. Right. We're not in the same team. I don't benefit from you. You don't benefit from me, but we work together all the time. Right.
And that's the beauty of this. It thrills me, because I would have not learned this business had it not been for Sidelines.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's amazing.
And that's what's so fun about it.
That not every, and we all come from different backgrounds, and we all work together and pull the best out in each other. Amber, how much time generally, you have kids in school, but you still keep everything flowing amazing during the summer when they're home and on vacations. How much time do you generally put into this a day, a week?
On average, it varies, obviously, depending on, what's going on and balancing personal with business. But I would say 2 to 3 hours a day when I glump it all together. Sometimes it's little pieces. Sometimes it's 10 minutes here or an hour there. Just kind of depends on my day. But, it's my full time, but it's not full time. And
it allows you to be a full-time mom, wife, and still have a full-time income doing things that are fun. Y'all, if you don't know Amber, there are other platforms that we really get to really be raw and real and authentic. And Amber does that. And she's taught me so much about how to really be me in my business. And it's not like, if you're looking at this and you're going, can I do that? I'm not Amber. Amber would never be me. You would never be us. But you learn to craft who you are and be you, and go, this is how things have changed and helped me. And to get that opportunity to be you and to reach other people is the fun part. It's all fun. The messages that flow in on a daily and weekly basis are just, they're heartwarming and they're amazing. And if you are not a thriver out there, and you want to know more about the products, say me in the comments. If you want to know more about the business, let us know that too. And if you're not brave enough to put it in the comments, for sure, direct message one of us, because we want you to thrive. We want you to feel amazing. We want you to create that opportunity to have a passive residual income so that you can be that person, that parent. We're not asking you to leave what you love and what you're passionate about, but what if you could create options and opportunities for yourself and your family, that maybe you could take that amazing vacation that you've always dreamed about doing with your family? What if you could do that this summer? Oh, how many lifestyle getaways have you been on, Amber? Or what? Earned? A lot.
I would have to look up in the back office and see. In almost 8 years, there's 3 a year. I've qualified for almost all of them. So do that math, 24. I haven't been on all of those, just because, they're optional and it's an option, but I've got to see some pretty phenomenal places in my 8 years here.
Yes. And your last one was in Miami. Tell us a little bit about that.
Beautiful.
Just a snippet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were at the font. How do we even say that?
The
It's so fancy. I don't even know.
Fontainebleau.
Fontainebleau. I don't know. There's probably some like fancy way, bougie way to say that, but it was in a beautiful Miami resort. We were there for 4 days, and you know, it's just they take care of you. When you get there, you're just treated like royalty, and
Royalty.
it's not work. I mean, there was one little meeting that you actually had to be invited to this meeting. It was a kind of a special upper level thing. It was an hour long with our CEO. But everything's free time. You just get to go, and you know, you get to bring a plus one. So that can be your spouse, or you know, a friend, or a teammate, or whoever you choose
Right.
to come with you and just, you know, relax and be rewarded. And that's so amazing.
And
So amazing.
Amber and I could talk on and on about Lavelle and Thrive and all of the plus line products, because we just shared with you just the basic 3 products that we were introduced to. And that's where it all starts. But there's a plethora of other things.
I got something on that.
I
I got
just
something on that.
started taking this. Have you started?
I have
Hair,
not.
skin, and nails.
No, it's on the way, but the reviews I have seen about that one, and what Jason, our CEO, said in that meeting in Miami, is said that product right there, standalone, just that, you could have $1 million business on that product, because
Yes.
the formula is so incredible with how they have put together the ashwagandha and the keratin and things in that for new hair growth.
I've only taken it twice, okay? But what I have noticed most is that the ashwagandha. Just that peaceful calmness and focus. And all the other things in life don't take over what's supposed to be happening up here.
That's right. No,
What
mine's on the way, and I cannot wait to
what
get
were
it.
you fixing to
But
grab?
I will tell you, like Beth was saying, like, yes, the 3 steps, the capsules, the shake, and the DFT, that is like, that's the most bang for what everybody needs to just fill in nutritional gaps and feel good all the way around. And I will always stand by those 3 steps. But if you're somebody who's like, I have just a specific need, I have one thing I want to work on, or, you know, I just want to like look at this, that's fine.
Yeah.
I've lost track of how many plus lines we have now that are outside of the 3 steps. But my favorite, and look, it is empty. I have ran out.
I ran out last night. I got another.
My whole family takes this. And to know that it is empty now. I'm not a happy girl. These kids come straight.
No.
Is the sleep gummies. These, oh my goodness. If you struggle with sleep, the very least thing you need to buy is a $30 bottle of these. It's a month supply. You will have the best sleep you have ever had.
I wake up drooling.
Oh my gosh. I wake up like, okay, let's go, because it's like just good, calming sleep. I don't have that hangover feeling that some melatonin kind of products give. This is, I mean, I'm upset that we're out of this right now.
I tell you what, I don't go anywhere without these.
I don't either.
Nowhere. Travel, everywhere. I mean, they're just wonderful. And your entire family takes this. Guys, did you hear that? Did you hear that? We do have kid-friendly stuff, okay? So we just need to have that conversation, okay? Definitely, that's a whole other life. Amber, make it an amazing evening with you and all the girls that are at your house. Are y'all having a slumber party?
Yeah, we have one extra one tonight. Sometimes it's 2 extra, 3 extra. We never know. We have 1 extra tonight for a sleepover, and yeah, we're gonna go have a good night.
What fun times!
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Amber.
Y'all have a good night. We'll
have a good
talk to
evening.
you soon.
Right. Bye bye.